Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. I'm going to teach you how to solve a Rubik's Cube. So first I'm going to mix it up and I'll show you how fast you can solve it with the method I'm about to teach you. Okay, so it's mixed up. I'm going to solve it in around 2 minutes. Here it's solved. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to do that. So first let's scramble the cube. Okay, so there's 2 ways you can start off. So you're going to basically solve a white cross. So there's 2 ways you can do that. I'm going to teach you the very simple way first. So what you do is you're going to get all of the white edge pieces to form a cross on the yellow side. Might not be able to see that. On the yellow side. So it's like this. You're going to just bring it up like that. It's like this. And then there's one in the way. If you just turn it like this, then you're going to move the bottom 2 layers and then go like that. And then when it's on the bottom, you move it to where you can get it up just by doing that. And then you're gonna line up. So you have the white pieces right here. Look at the color on here. That's red. You're gonna line up with the center piece. It's already lined up. You're gonna do that twice. You know what? I forgot something. So So first, you have to understand notation, okay? Notation is what keywords use to describe what moves you're doing. So this is our C, where you're facing like this. R is this. R prime is this. U is the top, and then U prime is just that. L is the left side like that, and then L prime is that. Down is like that. Then down prime is this, and that's D or D prime. And then there's B, and there's B prime. Okay, and then there's front, and then front prime. And then also, if it says a 2 after, that just means turn twice. So you're gonna take one of these colors, one of these white pieces right here, and you'll line color on the other side of it, line up with its centerpiece, and then bring it down. So now it's on the white side. Do that with all the pieces. In this case, we'll do it with this one. So line it up, do it, and then line this one up, bring it down, line that up, bring it down. So now we should be left with a cross, and then you're going to see 2 colors matching up right there, 2 right there, 2 right there, 2 right there, and then 2 right there. So now we have to solve the edge pieces, okay? So when they're on top like this, you're going to go like this. Depends on where they are. If it's like right here, you're gonna have to do it a bit different, but kind of use my movements to try and figure out what you need to do. Okay. So in this case, if I have it like this. I'll do R prime, D prime, R, and that kicks it towards right here, and that's easier to solve. When I look at the color right here, I'm gonna line up with its centerpiece. Okay. And then all we do is, when it's like this, we're going to bring this down, put that in, and then put it back up. So now we have these, that's solved. Let's do the next one. This one's already lined up. So just like that. And then when you have one like this, all you have to do is, depends on how you line it up. It really just depends on how you line it up. There's multiple ways to do it. So when it's like this, you just do. So you're going to go right, D prime, D prime, so D2. Wait, where did that piece go? And then that should be set up, and then just take all the rest of the pieces, line them up, and also if they're on bottom. Let's talk about if they're on bottom. If they're on bottom, like this, you're gonna line that piece up with one that has no piece up here. Okay, so there and then there. Then you make it so when it's facing this way, you can look under and see it on that side. Okay, so the far right. Then you're gonna do this move. You're gonna go R, D prime, R prime. And that allows you to solve it now. So you line up the colors, bring that down. This time we do D. Since it's on the left side, we do D. Then we go back up. And then this one is the exact same thing. Okay. This is where it gets a little trickier. Now this is where you have to start memorizing the algorithms. I'll show it from here. So let's say so this color is yellow. You're gonna find any of the edge pieces up here that doesn't have yellow on this side or this side. In this case, this is the only one that has it. So you're going to line this color up with its color, like that. And then you're going to find if this color is to the right side or to the left side. Right now, mine's to the left side. So I'm going to show you how to do the left side. If this color centerpiece is to that side, just wait, I'll also explain that. So in this case, you're going to do U prime, L prime, U, L, F prime, L, F, and back up. Okay, so now this should still be solved, and then you should have solved one of the middle pieces. Okay, now we should have another one without yellow. So this time I'll explain how to do it on the right side. So I'm gonna go U, R, U prime, R prime. Then you go front, and then R prime, F prime, and then R. And then now we just solve the corner piece. And we're basically going to do that until we're done with all these edges. And I'll explain what to do if all of these pieces have yellow. Okay, and also sides bit. Okay, so now I'm going to explain to you what to do if you have pieces up here and you have none that aren't yellow. Okay, so basically, let's say I'm not actually doing it, but let's say we have this piece. Let's say this one isn't lined up correctly. See, that one's not lined up correctly because this is supposed to be a blue and that's supposed to be a red. It's not in the right place. So basically, all we have to do is the right side move, or if you prefer, you can do the left move. Okay, I prefer the right move, which it's a lot faster, and I like doing that one. So again, U, R, U prime, R prime, front, R prime, F prime, front. Or no, not front, R. So now, this piece will still be messed up, but you'll have a piece up here that won't have yellow, like this one. So now, this color is to the left. I'm going to do the left side move, so U prime, L prime, U, L, F prime, L, F, L prime. Okay. And now by this time, if you have all of this middle layer solved, then you can move on to the next step. If you don't, just keep doing those algorithms over and over until you get it. Just make sure you do it right. Don't do the same algorithm over and over again. It's not going to work. Make sure you do the right algorithm suited for what it is. Now I want to solve this yellow layer, okay? So for this one, there's multiple different, let's see here. There's multiple different, let's see how I can explain this. There's multiple different, like, designs this could be in. There's like a bar, there's like a hook, okay? Like this is basically a hook, okay? But for it to be hook, you have to be able to line up like this on the top left side. So in this case, we have a bar. We're going to do F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. Okay. And now we should have something a little different. In this case, I have a hook. Now, when you have a hook, you don't want it facing like this, or like this, or like this. You don't want it facing, so that if you hold it like this, it's facing to the top left. Okay, so back there. Now, you're going to do the same thing. So, F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. Okay. It's the same thing. Now you should have something a bit different. In this case, I have something that looks a bit like a fish. Okay? A fish. Okay, I'm kidding. So in this case, there's two different ways you can do this. You're gonna want the fish head facing you. Okay, you don't want it facing that way or anything. There are different techniques that will have you do that, but we can get into that in a later tutorial if I do a later one. So in this case, you want to know if when this is facing toward you and on the left side, you want to know if this is the yellow piece, or if you want to know if the yellow piece is on facing toward you or if it's facing to the right. Okay, you have to know that. I'll explain why. When it's facing toward you, you only have to do this move once. If it's facing to the right, you have to do it twice. Okay. In this case, I only have to do it once. So the move is R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, which means turn it twice, R prime, and that's solved the entire yellow layer. Okay. By now I have it here. I'll get it in a position where I can explain it to you a little different. Okay. Now there's two different things that can happen here. Every once in a while you get to the point where you have to do the completion solves. I can show you that later. Now, in this case, you're going to want to find out if there's any matching corners. These are also called headlights because they're the same one. You're going to want to line these two colors up with their color and centerpiece, like that. And then you're going to put those on the back. You're going to do R prime, F, R prime. Then you're going to do B2, which means turn the back twice. Go R, F, R prime. Then you're going to do back B2. Then you go R2. Now I'm in the point where I can complete it. I'm going to show you another case that can happen. So you may be asking, what happens if you don't have one that matches? Same algorithm, except it doesn't matter the orientation. So again, R prime, F, R prime, B2, R, F, R prime. And then you're going to do B2 and R2. And you're done. Okay, now I want to talk about how to actually complete the solve. Okay, I'm to the point where I'm only 2, maybe 3 algorithms away from solving this cube. Okay, in this case, when one is solved, you're going to do the same algorithm we just did. So R prime, F, R prime, B2, R, F prime, R prime, B2, R2. And now we're going to have something that we can solve, okay? So there may be one completed side, so you're able to line up, but there may not. I'll go into that after I finish this, okay? With this, you're going to want to figure out if this color needs to go here or here. If it needs to go here, that means it's clockwise, okay? If this isn't solved, don't worry about this. You might have to do this later, but you don't have to do it now, okay? So if this has to go here, that means it's clockwise. We have to do a different algorithm for it going clockwise and counterclockwise. So in this case, we're going to do R2, okay? We're going to do U, R, U. Now, when we have these two yellow lining up, we're going to start going the opposite. So then R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime. And now when we have these two white, we're going to switch it again. U. And by now, it's intuitive, you know what to do. Solved. Okay. Let me do another one so I can maybe show you what it looks like. Okay, I have it a little different now. So in this case, we have none of the sides completely solved. Okay, we have none of the sides completely solved. We're going to find out, let's say this corner, we're going to find out if it needs to go here or here. So let's say this corner, it needs to go here or on this side. In case it needs to go either, it needs to go on the opposite side. So in this case, we're going to swap the four edges opposite, okay? This algorithm is really simple. We're going to go M2, which is like this. Then we're going to do U. We're going to go M2 again. And U2. M2. U2. So we know in that case it's just a U. So if you did U2, just go U prime once. And then you're going to do M2 one more time, and it's completely solved. I'll see if I can get another scenario in this case. In that case, I actually solved it. Sometimes you won't have to do the completion step and it'll solve it as you're completing the yellow. That doesn't happen very often. If you solve the cube often, it will happen often, but otherwise it doesn't really happen often. Okay. Okay. Sorry, this is taking so long. Nope. Alright, I'm going to pause it now. I'm going to try and find a different one. Okay. Alright, I got a little different one now. So now as you can see, we have one side solved, and we have the other three sides not solved. In this case, though, we have to go counterclockwise. So you see this piece doesn't have to go there, it has to go there. So it has to go on the right side, it's counterclockwise. If it's on the left, it's clockwise, okay? In this case, we're going to do R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R. When you get this little piece right here, you're going to switch it up. You're going to go U prime, R prime, U prime, U2, and that should have it solved. Now I'm going to pause it again. I'm going to see if I can get another, Okay, be back. All right, guys, I'm back with another case or situation. Okay. This case is a little different. None of the four sides are solved. Okay. In this case, we don't have to switch them opposite because this piece is supposed to go here. This piece is not going here because I ended up in the wrong spot. This is moving them adjacent, so this one needs to go here. Okay. In this case, you're going to do M2, U, M2, U. You're going to go M prime, which is like this. You're going to go U2. You're going to go M2. You're going to go U2. Go M prime. And I'm just saying, most of the time you will have to do this twice. Most of the time you'll do this algorithm, and then you'll have to do the one for swapping them opposite, which is like this. M2, U, M2, U2, M2, U, M2. Okay, guys, I hope that helped. If you've ever been trying to solve a Rubik's Cube, I hope you liked the tutorial. I hope it was easy to follow. I'll also teach a advanced cross really quick. It's a little difficult. It's a little more for slightly more advanced guys out there, but a beginner can also do it. In this case, you're going to solve it with the cross on the bottom, okay? So let's say there's one already there. You're going to put it like that, and you're going to keep it there, okay? Now you're going to find the next one. You're going to bring it up to where it's on the yellow side. Now in this case, we have it like this. Look at that color. It's blue. It'll line up with blue. In this case, we're going to do this algorithm, okay? U prime, R prime, F, R. And that just put it into place. That's not lined up though. And when it's on top already, all you have to do is line up the colors right there and bring it down. Simple. Okay. More time. In this case, it's right here. Line up this color with the centerpiece. Okay. U prime, R prime, F, R. And now we have finished our cross. Now I'm going to try to show you how fast you really can get with the technique I taught you. Remember, this will require a lot of practice. I spent a lot of time practicing it. You're gonna have to get the algorithms in your head before you're able to really do it fast. So before you try and do it fast, I would recommend just learning the algorithms, getting them in your head, and then learning how to do them really quick. And also, it's not about being able to say what moves you have to do. It's about being able to do them. Okay. So when you're trying to tell what moves you have to do, it will be a lot harder than if you just do moves. Also, here's another. In this case, you're going to do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Okay. And by the way, that move is called the soon move, okay? There's also an anti-soon move. I don't remember exactly what that is, but if you want to learn more advanced methods, you're going to have to learn that to be able to solve it like extremely fast. I'm teaching a basic method where you don't have to memorize a ton of different algorithms. Because trust me, there are methods out there that require you to memorize like 50 algorithms. And that's a lot of algorithms, so. Or seemingly. Some people may not be a lot. And then, yeah, it's all. I'll link everything in the description below. Is there anything else to say? There's not anything else to say. Okay, I hope you liked my tutorial, and I'll see you next time on Card Magic 10 channel. Peace.